Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're diving into a topic that I think we can all relate to: procrastination. You know, that sneaky little habit that creeps in when you have something important to do. And suddenly, you find yourself scrolling through your phone or, I don't know, cleaning the house instead? I mean, who hasn't been there, right?
Oh, totally. I've had days where I'm like, okay, I need to finish this report, and then I end up organizing my sock drawer. Why do we do that?
Exactly. It's fascinating, isn't it? So, let's consider this. Think about your previous work environments. If you were studying, you might have gone to a library or a coffee shop, right? But what happens when those places aren't available? You might just skip exercising or studying altogether. It's like, well, I can't do it perfectly, so why bother?
That makes sense. So it's like we're waiting for the perfect conditions to do something, but they never come. Is that why we procrastinate?
Yes! That's a huge part of it. Procrastination isn't about being lazy. It's more of an escape mechanism triggered by fear. Think about it historically. Humans faced harsh environments and threats. Our instinctive flight response is still with us today. When we face daunting tasks, that fear can make us want to run away, or in this case, scroll through our phones instead.
Wow, that's wild. So it's like our brains are still wired to avoid danger, even if the danger is just a big project or something?
Exactly. And there are specific thought patterns that contribute to this procrastination. One common mindset is waiting for the right mood to act. But here's the kicker: if you wait for the perfect moment, you might never start. Successful people know that action is necessary, regardless of how they feel.
That's so true. I've had days where I'm just not feeling it, and I think I'll do it later. But then later never comes.
Right? And then there's perfectionism. High standards can be paralyzing. If you think you can't do something perfectly, you might avoid it altogether. It's like saying, if I can't bake a perfect souffle, I won't bake at all.
I can relate. I once tried to bake a cake and it turned out like a pancake. So I just gave up on baking for a while. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. And that feeling of meaninglessness can also lead to procrastination. When tasks seem trivial, we might avoid them, even if we know how to complete them. It's like, why bother with this boring report?
I get that. It's like when you have a task that feels pointless, you just don't want to do it. But what about the fear of failure?
Great point. The fear of failure can be paralyzing. It's not just about failing, it's also about the fear of success. Success brings its own challenges and expectations, which can be daunting.
Whoa, that's deep. So it's like we're scared of both sides of the coin?
Exactly. To combat procrastination, we need to lower our expectations and take small steps. Instead of aiming for perfection, we should focus on making progress, even if it's rough.
That sounds doable. So like if I have a big project, I could just break it down into smaller tasks?
Yes, that's the way to go. It helps regain confidence and motivation. In summary, procrastination is a complex issue rooted in fear and perfectionism. By recognizing our thought patterns and taking action, we can break the cycle and move forward with our goals.
Wow, I feel like I just learned so much. Thanks for breaking it down like that.